Phyllis. Uh, can I call you Phyllis? It's Scott. Hey, listen, I was looking over a tweet you had sent out a few hours ago. I apologize for taking a little bit of time to get back to you. I've had had that thing called a day job. But it's kind of interesting because I would say this is probably 2 days in a row that you failed on Twitter. And I don't think you're a dumb woman by any stretch. I think you're actually quite smart. But I do get concerned that I think it's as if Beth Bartz is behind the scenes, either typing these for you or giving you advice or something. And if that's the case, just step away. You were doing a fine job on your own. So when I look at this tweet, I was, as you put out there, I was deeply involved in my children's education, a room mom, PTO, PTA, LCPS, MSAC, project graduation, naming a few schools, started a girls reading program, etc. Never once did help my kids or any other with their CRT homework, schoolwork, or test. Why? Because CRT is not taught. Well, I'm going to dismantle this entire, three sentences or whatever, because you may want to clean it up too, because number one, I don't think PTA is really something to be proud about nowadays. Number two, MSAC sure as hell is not something to be proud about. Number three, the name of the schools is going to be something that, is not looked at too favorably as well. And I'll show why. And number four, once again, CRT is your CRT rhetoric. Do you remember a few months ago, I was doing an interview in front of Stonebridge High School and you walked up and we were talking and you were dressed in all white and I think you had blue sneakers on or something. I had no idea who you were. And we were talking and then you introduced yourself as Phyllis Randall. And I said, oh, hey, I'm the guy that leaves you comments on Twitter. And then we got to talking and somehow CRT got brought up, but you said CRT is not here. But here's the problem: CRT is here. Okay, so CRT is a framework, Phyllis. Think of a swing set without swings. All right, so you have the framework, you have the A-frames on either side that hold up the swing set, but without swings, monkey bars, or a slide, it's not a swing set, it's just a framework, so it's not usable as such. So critical race theory is the same thing, or CRT. So unfortunately, the term CRT has become really just a marketing acronym, I guess, because it really, whatever, it identifies something. It doesn't actually mean something in this sense, and I'll get into that. So for example, our new governor, Glenn Youngkin, has said he's going to ban critical race theory. No, he's not. You can't ban critical race theory. And here's the catch, which is something I don't think you understand as well as anybody else on the board of supervisors, and sure as hell nobody in the school district. It's the tenets of critical race theory that need to be banned. It's the tenets of critical race theory that you were in fact doing with the homework and schoolwork and tests of your kids or whoever, such as social emotional learning, right? Restorative justice, diversity, equity, and inclusion. Those are all tenets of the framework critical race theory. Critical race theory is not a book. It's not a classroom. It's not a 101 level classroom. It's a theory at the collegiate level. And it's a framework at the K through 12 level. But a framework serves no purpose unless there is a means, unless there are vehicles to carry out its intent, which are the tenets of critical race theory: social emotional learning, or SEL, restorative justice, diversity, equity, and inclusion. So your statement is wrong and it's right? So CRT is not being taught. It's the tenets of CRT. So what I would suggest is become a little bit more familiar as to what is actually being distributed in our schools, and probably was when your kids were there. And that's the tenets of CRT. CRT is just a framework. So I don't know what to tell you. I can't wait to see what kind of tweet you come out with tomorrow. But, if it's as classic as it has been today, and the one where Winsome Sears dogged you like probably no lieutenant governor has done, she's not going to take any crap, Phyllis. And you're I peg you as probably the smartest one in the Loudoun County Syndicate. You got Julie Briskman on the side. She's like a doorknob. Um, but I would be careful. Stop taking advice from Beth Bartz because it's not doing any favors. This is 2 days in a row, Phyllis. I am a little disappointed in you. I have higher expectations than this. Okay. All right, Phyllis. Until next time. See you, Phil.